Join us on the Shark Stream.
And join us on Shark Stream.
Join us on the Shark Stream.
Join me on the Shark Stream.
Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic. Chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark Stream, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
You've always been able to find anything you need with a smartphone. Now you can use it to find a game of pool with the Solato app. Anywhere, anytime. You can even host a game, tournament, or lesson, and make money. See where you stack up against all the other players worldwide in the Solato ranking system.
Welcome back to the Shark Stream. We have our second match of the day. It's going to be Znuj, Teddy Bear, as he likes to refer to himself, versus Fernando. Fernando and Teddy just lagged. Fernando won the lag, so he's getting ready to break. Score 0-0. This is a semi-pro list match, number 15 versus 16. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one we just did, where Corey took the title for the semi-pro number 1, defeating Alan Longley. Wow. 2 balls in the snap, Q's flying around. Still got good position on the one. Kind of shooting over the 7 ball a little tiny bit if he's aiming for that one, of course. So it should be a fun match. I mean, yeah, you all know Teddy. He was just in the booth with me in the last video. One of our commentators and general personalities, so. Yeah, on that one ball, but he left him pretty terrible, so Teddy's got a little bit of work to do here. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching the Shark Stream, coming at you live from Wallingford, Connecticut at Yale Billiards. I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, Viking Pool, Savonis Cloth, Aramith Balls. So you got pretty much everything you need right there, and 3 major sponsors, and as well as Andy Gowan, one of our main name sponsors here. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when we go live. I know I enjoy seeing that when I'm sitting at home and just looking for something to watch on TV. The Shark Stream is live now. Ooh, I wonder what's going on. Teddy's got ball in hand on the one. 6 balls behind it, so little bit of work to do. Every bit of that pocket. But he's got to look at the 3. Not a great look, but a look. I'd be thinking about looking defensively here just because I don't see a very high probability run out. Use those 7-9 ball to block the view of the 3 somehow, and you'd probably be in pretty good shape. Maybe even put Corey on 2. Oh, he went for the bank. And got it. I'll be darned. Good job. Didn't leave himself very great on the 5, though. That's the flip side. Might be able to go long, down and up the table to get the 5 back in the side pocket. I think he feathered it, but scratched anyway in the corner, so we'll give Fernando an opportunity. Ball in hand. Oh, no, no problem. Thank you. I have chicken tenders. Happy, joy. 5-ball run out. Let's take an early start. Pushed a little too far past the 6-ball. Just a little bit of ball control got away from him. See where he's going to think on here. He might go cross corner, might go straight in the corner. Opted for straight in, but overcut it a smidge. I'll bring Teddy back to the table. Got a pretty easy shot on the 6, but it's going to take a little bit of skill to get back on the 7. Teddy, glad to see you come back. I don't have any word yet on whether or not we're going to do a pro. I got to replay that one. That was interesting. Boxed it, but then the cue followed in and popped it right down. Maybe a forced follow to get position on the 7, but kind of backstopped him from missing the 6. Nine. I don't know. Let's see what magic he pulls out of his hat for this one, because he's got a long shot on the 8. Will he actually use the corner pocket, or will he do something else? Who knows? Go straight in with a nice bit of draw. Perfect position. Calls the corner. I think we're going to see Teddy going up 1-0 here on a nice 4-ball run out. And that'll do it. Teddy's up 1-0. In the meantime, while these guys are getting set up for the next game, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some upcoming events. We had the Big B's tournament last weekend. The 23rd of July coming up is the Kick Cancer in the Ass charity event. It's a charity fundraiser. $40 entry, 20 goes towards the fundraiser. It's for Crystal's mom, Kathleen, who's fighting colon cancer. We also have a lot of raffles and things involved in that tournament. I actually took a moment to go out and take a picture of the Jacoby Q that we're raffling. This is it right there. Got a close-up of the detail as well. There we go. That's a close-up of the actual Q itself, if you're interested. Tickets for that are $10 a piece. And you can reach out to Crystal or the Shark Stream or Yale Billiards. We'll find a way to get that raffle prize ready for you, or the ticket ready for you. In the meantime, Teddy's getting ready to break them open on. Like nothing went. So that'll bring Fernando back to the table with a tricky shot on the one, but he can see it. Not bad at it, but he scratched. So Teddy's got ball in hand, 9 to go. Made the one, but prioritized getting position on the 3 over the 2. Missed the 2. Left Teddy a pretty long shot, so it's going to be. I'm guessing he cuts it in the side. Maybe comes up and down the table for position on the 3. I'm no mind reader though, so we'll find out. On the side, came up and down the tables in the middle of the table for the 3. That's Fernando, by the way. I think I misspoke. Same thing, cut it right in, go up and down the table again. Get position on the. Ooh, not that. I've got the Aramith ball curse going on. He's got to get over on that pink 4 ball on the corner. Or up by the side, I suppose. Indeed, as Eddie Gauss always says, like, share, and please donate if you can. We do have some great projects coming up that we could absolutely use support. As I said in the live stream, if you donate $15 or more, the comments, by the way, there's a Cash App, a Venmo, a PayPal, right in the first comment on this video. If you're interested in donating, please use one of those links. If you donate $15 or more, Bobby said he'd mail you out an official Yale Billiard Shark Stream patch to put on your ear, your shirt, whatever. Just make sure you include your mailing address and name, and they'll get that out to you right away. Shark Stream booth cam's broken. You know what? I can do it, actually. I have the power. I have a camera in my hand and an iCloud account. I can show it to you the same way I showed you the, what you call it? Jacoby Q. Get me thinking. Let's do it so I don't cast a huge shadow on it. Awesome. Now we got a good piece of that 5 ball, though. Commercial or break we got. I'll show you a picture of that patch that Bobby will send you if you donate 15 or more to the Shark Stream. I think last time he actually also mentioned that he would be able to do a patch and a t-shirt if you do 40 or more, but I'm not entirely certain on that. So if he honors that deal, then tell him Brian Brendan sent you. If he didn't, tell him Teddy Znuj sent you. He's back at the Teddy at the table, rather. Got a shot at the 6 ball in the corner. Since it's close to the corner, the bad news is it's behind the 9 ball. So thinking Fernando might try to play a little rail first, cut it in.
Randy, you know the party this weekend? Cross the tree for Anthony Cardinal.
Well, he stayed out of the scratch. But Teddy has a fairly reasonable chance of making a 6 right in the corner and getting position in the 7. So at least it's not ball in hand. Corner, so Fernando's going to get a chance to make the 6. Christian, I'm guessing, is on Team Fernando, but it's not assumed. I agree, though. Let's go. Get it in high gear, fellas. Six, but he's going to leave himself a lot of distance for this 7 ball. Out of distance. Yep. He might get it back in the corner, though. Oh, he's going to scratch. Won't matter. Now to bring Teddy in with ball in hand, 7 hanging in the pocket. 8 ball down by the break, the rack. He had some good ball control there. He's got a decent angle on the 8. All you really got to do is get the cue ball anywhere that's not within an inch of the 9, and you should be able to find the pocket. So just make that 8 ball. That side, but got a lucky roll here, I think. I'm pretty sure that 9 is squarely between the 8 and the cue, so Fernando's going to have to go rail first. Brian asking a question here. Says, is there a generally accepted skill comparison between Fargo rating and the APA skill levels, or is it kind of at the discretion of the TDs? I would say, honestly, I don't know. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt. There probably is an approximate set of ranges that equate Fargo rate to an APA rate, but I would say that's probably diminished anywhere over 500 to 550. I would say that's where most of your 7s fall in that range, but I am not an expert. I don't even play one on TV. And it would probably be up to the tournament director to say, oh, well, I'm an APA 6, and if they could look it up on the computer. They might have a mental range for you, I suppose. But I would say that's on a case by case basis. I don't think there's an actual formula that makes one into the other. Teddy gonna kiss up on this 9 ball? Oh boy, overplayed it a little bit. He's got to put it in one of the two corners on the left side of your screen there, and either one is kind of a scary prospect. So side pockets loom large for the cue ball. Raw shot keeps the cue out of the side pocket, makes the shot, goes up 2-0. All right, for those of you who are curious about that patch I was just talking about, there it is. That is the official Yale Billiards maroon cloth stitched, whatever you want to call it, Shark Stream patch. If you donate $15 or more to the Shark Stream, Bobby Hilton will mail you out one of these, provided that you include your name and address. He'll get that into the mail to you right away. So again, the links are at the top of the chat box for this video. It's the pinned post, I suppose. We do PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, I believe. So have a look at that. Be back at the table with a 2-0 lead. Getting ready to break. All right, Stefan. If you go on the Fargo website, there's a scale to convert APA to Fargo. Yeah, okay, if that's the case. Maybe I'll take a look at that in a minute. I have a web browser up anyway. Kristen Perez, you can absolutely donate and say I'll pick it up if you want to do that. Just make that in the little note in your memo, and it'll be ready for you the next time you visit. Let's see if I can find that Fargo to APA comparison. ABC, there's APA numbers, there's Fargo rate. I think Salado even has some sort of ranking system. From Bobby or Lisa saying, yes, you may absolutely come down and basically donate and get a patch. Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Too bad. How are you? You done with this? Yeah, I'm all set. Thanks.
So that confirms that there will be another match coming up after this one.
Can you get the mic for a second?
All right, folks. That was Bobby the kicking or Brian the kicking chicken. Jeez, he's kicked me in the mouth. I think there's been a little bit of a scheduling conflict. I was told that they were going to play another game on table 4, a pro match later tonight, and that Brian and Bobby would be calling that one. Turns out they're here now on table 8, warming up, and Bobby and Brian are here also. So I think we might end coverage of Teddy versus Fernando and cut over to the other game that's getting set up right now. So I do apologize if you guys are invested in this one, but that was the commentator break we just had. That was Chicken basically telling me they're going to take over the booth. So, all right. Well, in this case, it's 2-1. I don't know. He's going to go check with maybe Lisa or whatever and figure out what's going on. One way or the other, you have some interesting content tonight. So we'll either stick with this game for a little while longer, or we'll cut over to table 8 when they're ready to go, and Chicken, excuse me, Chicken and Bobby will take over the booth.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shock 3, going live. You're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Fernando's break. Nothing went in. I'm not entirely sure who's playing on table 7 or table 8 either. But we do have the technology, so let's go take a peek. Andy, hey, I'm 50 years old too and not in the greatest shape. I've been basically homebound since COVID started, so I'm more or less a piece of veal. I don't think it would be a slap fight at best. Let's take a look at the table 8 PTZ and see what's going on over there real quick. All right, so yeah, there's Chicken. I guess he's texting Bobby or whoever to sort of sort this whole thing out. I don't know what's going on, but that's what's likely to happen on the Shark stream coming up fairly soon. Not entirely sure. They're getting over there. There looks like they're debating who's going to what and where. So we'll just sort of stick with it until. Oh, on the wrong table. Hang on. There you go. Stick with this until they tell us otherwise, I suppose. He's aiming at the 5 ball right now. Got on the 6, but he got a little too far down the table. I don't like this position for the 7 ball. It's pretty hard to make in any pocket. Cross corner, maybe? Tried to cut it all the way up the table, but just sort of popped it off the rail and left it hanging for Fernando.
Cannot shoot.
Stretch, but he made it nicely. Left a good angle on the 8. Should be able to slide up the rail for the 9. Alternately, you can put a little follow, go Z formation towards the 9. I should probably start setting up the OBS deck for table 8, so old farts can get in here and do their thing.
Things are gonna change.
Said he's got an opportunity to run 2 balls to get out here. 8 in the corner, 9 in the corner by the cue ball where it is now. So that's Brian. He says, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do it. So I don't know. He's got his mind up. He's going to broadcast table 8 and only table 8. He's not going to broadcast 2 tables because that's too complicated. I agree. It is a pain. It can be done, but I don't see it as being something he'd be interested in doing, let's say. So my hunch is, like I said, we're going to probably cut over after maybe this game, maybe the next game. We'll see. Right now, I can see table 4's cameras, and there's a couple of guys actively playing a match. It looks like, so it doesn't look like they're actively playing the the stream that they want to do, or the match they're going to stream tonight. But there's something going on table 8, so I'm completely confused. Yeah, until they're ready to take over the booth. Brian seemed offended that I was in here when he walked in, so they're ready to take over the booth. Let's put it that way. I think they were sitting there. Their expectation was to start broadcasting around 8:15 or 8 o'clock, and now they're sitting there wondering what I'm doing here. All right, so that must. Yeah, Fernando just tied it up, so that's 2-2. Or no, Jesus, I'm confusing myself by watching 2 different tables. Yeah, I'm a prognosticator. Teddy batted the ball around the table, left Fernando a fairly direct shot in the corner. So yeah, they're playing an actual match on table 8 right now. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. All right, so I'll take Fernando. Back to 2. I'm gonna walk out and see what's going on. I'll be right back, folks. This is supposed to take priority over the other matches. I agree. I think that's true. I'm not sure what's going on, but it sounds like Brian is irritated, angry, whatever. The fellas on table 8 have already started their pro list match. And Brian doesn't want to come in and do the match, so I don't know. I'm thinking I try to cover both tables. What do you guys think? Done it before. Match on table 8's already started. I can cut back and forth. I can change the names. We can talk about both. It's up to you guys. I can do it until Teddy and Ryan finish, and then they can reset the booth. At this point, I'm just confused. So you guys, you can sort of give me some guidance if you guys have any clue on what you want to do or want me to do. Your players, so unfortunately, I don't recognize a lot of the players just by name and face. If you want to tell me who's who, I'll put their names up, and I'll try to keep them up on the booth as well. I'll just flip flop back and forth, do the multi-view thing, yada yada yada. I know, Andy. He seemed perturbed to me and used a word that I can't use on the Shark stream to describe it. So I don't know. I offered to leave the booth, let them take over. he just sort of gave me the stink eye. So, like I said, I'll do my best. If you guys can tell me who's playing on table 8, I'll put their names up and flip back and forth, do a little multi-view coverage. That way, it's fair to everybody. Sort of you can double up, zoom in on when somebody's getting close to a shot. If you guys are open to it, that's cool. Like I said, I don't know the players that are playing on table 8 right now, so put them in the comments section. I'll put them up on the board. And now I know it's a pro match. It's 1-1 right now. They're racing to 9. On your screen, that's table 4. That's Teddy and Fernando. Table 8 red. I think I got that right. Teddy at the table. Getting ready to shoot at the 9 ball. We get ahead here, 3-2. Leads PTZ. I'm going to take a quick look at their score. I think it's still 1-1. Yep.
You know, yesterday was Thursday.
Jim Gravel.
Usually, but Jerry, so his office is like, they come and
Nando. Going up 3-2. Top half of your screen, you got, now we understand it's Jim Gravel and Dirk Ridley. I'm not exactly sure their list ranks are. Let me see if I get a recent photo of the board. Jim Gravel's number 10, according to the picture, which would imply, I say imply, that that Dirk is number 11.
Did you say five?
Black shirt, that's Jim, or am I behind the game? Are they both wearing black for all I know?
It wasn't. In there too. Couldn't get a room. Really good. I hear your room.
Oh,
We could take this.
oh, they're both wearing black, of course.
Give me a read.
And the same color shorts, so I'm having a hard time figuring out. Oh,
Tuesday nights. Like night where also like sorry, girl. That's what she just I didn't oh. That one's wrong. Anyway. Figure it out.
Can you tell me which player that is that just won? Is that Jim in red? Jim is wearing light shirts and just won the game. Perfect. All right, that helps. Thank you very much. All right, so that gives Jim 2 to Dirk's 1. Jim is not wearing a glove. All right, that's perfect. Now I can remember.
Right off that you want. You're leaving.
Oh, southpaw. All right, well, that's nice to know. Like Jim broke dry.
That's why they all keep saying please go.
Big Teddy's got ball in hand on table 4.
Oh. I tell you. That's right. I tell you.
Folks, I think what we're going to do is stick with this multi-table format for now. So that's Dirk at the table, just made the one combo. Once we get done with Teddy and Fernando and have exclusive watching on table 8, that's when I'm going to have my daughter pick me up and I'll throw Chicken and Bobby Hunt into the booth, whether they like it or not, assuming they're still here. So that might have to be the plan for the evening, and I apologize for all the confusion to our viewers. I'm confused myself, so just have to grin and bear it. That would bring Jim back to the table. What's that? A little bit of masse, nicely done. Sort of keeping an eye on Teddy and Fernando, so when we get down to some action, we'll cut back over there and or hit the multi-view. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. I'm trying to do what I can here, so.
I agree. Yeah.
Jim's got a decent position on the floor to get shot up on the 5 or get set up on the 5. 7's just hanging, so you can play a little fast and loose with this one. Yeah.
Things that are being transmitted in my, I got it.
Guess it'll be interesting to see. Hey, Oscar. Guess it'll be interesting to see which match finishes first, Jim and Dirk or Teddy and Fernando. These guys definitely seem to, based on their skill levels, obviously, they pocket the balls a lot faster and play the game a little quicker. So we'll see what happens. Table 4, they're down to the 7 block. Fernando's at the table. Fernando's walking away. Teddy's at the table. Nice cut on the 7 ball. He left himself stuck on the 8. Meanwhile, on table, yeah, we're basically in a similar situation here, except Jim's got a reasonable shot. Teddy at the table on the bottom of your screen, Jim at the table on the top. Jim makes a nice pocket all the way up in the corner, leaves himself a straight on shot on the 9. Seems plausible they're going to go ahead 3-1 on that table. So it looks like Jim won that one. Here, quick commentator break because I'm going to make a phone call to Bobby and see if I can figure this out. Got the phone. Yeah, okay, we're going to keep doing what we're doing for now. Bobby's going to call Brian and Bobby. If you're not named Brian, Bobby, then I guess you're not on the Shark stream. So let me take a quick look at the PTZ, see if I missed anything. I think I got it right, though. Teddy should be tied with Fernando at 3. Jim should be up 3-1 on table 8. Seems accurate. Score's right anyway. Well, now that we know what's ongoing, so it looks like Jim in the 6 ball, 7 or 8 are already pocketed, so entirely plausible that Jim will go up 4-1 here.
That's how I think.
Jim goes up 4-1 on table 8. It's Fernando at the table on table 4. It's what you guys were expecting to see. So
Hey, come start, look.
Yeah, that's what I do.
shot that 5 ball a little bit. Meanwhile, on table 8, Jim's getting ready to break. 4-1, race to 9.
I gotta use the. Scratch every time.
Frozen on that 9 ball, but looks like he's got a decent shot at the 1 regardless.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Didn't realize the outside noise was bleeding in, so I closed the door. Apologies if the audio quality was a little screwy there. I know it sometimes gets scratchier. You sometimes pick up errant noises. All right. Comes on the 2 ball. Matches here. Looks like Teddy's on the 5 ball. Kirk's back at the table on table 8. Eyeball on that 2 ball, trying to figure out what to do with it. It's kind of stuck on that 6 ball pretty hard. Looks like he came around trying to get a little defense behind that 4 and the 9, but kind of left it open. Like Fernando kind of stuck himself. I don't know, Brian. Honestly, I took a picture on Saturday of the list, and it showed Jim Gravel as 10 and someone else as number 9. I could look at my phone real quick. So since I saw him as 10, I just assumed Dirk was 11. So that you could be right. I don't know. I don't really have a way to look it up. It's not like there's the Yale Billiards list is on like a Fargo.com or FargoRate.com. Teddy made the 8 ball, but didn't leave himself so great on the 9. On the top table, it looks like Jim got a fairly ducky shot on the 7.
Not a one.
Ted just sold out to Fernando on that one. He's going to leave the ball hanging in the pocket. Makes the 8 ball. Leaves himself a nice shot on the 9. Looks like he's going to go 5-1 over Derek. Just finishing nearly simultaneously. That's interesting. Poor Fernando. Okay, I'm up to date on the scores. With a nice break up top, goes dry. Fernando still at the table on the bottom. All right. Curious. You don't see this very often in the pro side. He's calling the 9. Is that Jim? Yeah, I think so. And he goes in. Off the point, but that still counts. Six to one on the 8 table. Eddie's got a 3-ball run out to get to the tie it back up 4-4. But he gets lucky and pockets it in the cross corner. I almost want to replay that one. That's pretty sick. Right off the point and back in the corner. Boink. It's Jim at the table breaking dry again, it looks like. Oh, not only that, he scratched. Oh, boy. Dirk to the table. Maybe Dirk can get some momentum going back here today. Jim stretching out to a pretty early lead. He returning to the table, ball in hand on the 8 to try and tie it up 4-4 on table 4. Jeez, did you guys see that? Dirk just made the 9-ball on the corner. I wanted to take another peek at that. Yeah, here he comes. That's Dirk on the top of your screen making a 2-9 combo. Gets right back in the game. Six to 2 on table 8. Dirk just scratched one back with a 2-9. Got very nice 2-9 combo. Looks like Teddy at the table playing on the 9-ball on the side. Maybe he loves side pockets as he was mentioning earlier. Yep, not even close. Ouch. Bottom of your screen on table 4, we got Fernando looking to get to the hill here, 5-3. If Fernando can win 6-3 and put me out of my misery, that would be awesome. Your screen, that was Dirk breaking 1, 2, 3, 4. He made a ball, but he didn't leave himself much on the 1, so I predict we'll see a little bit of a push out up there. Fernando's on the hill. On the bottom, he just made that one. Wow, what a kick. That was awesome. Let me check that out. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. Rail first, into the 1, all the way up in the corner. Bang. Crazy town. Awesome. Missed the 2, though. Well, I hope you're liking what you're seeing tonight in the Shark Stream. Again, I apologize for any confusion. I was, myself and Bobby had the plan tonight, 5:30 Allen versus Corey. Corey won that 6-4, I believe. 7 o'clock, Teddy versus Fernando. And then 9 o'clock is supposed to be this Jim and Dirk game, but they got here at 8 o'clock and just said, we're going to get started. So I think there was a little bit of a scheduling snafu. Hopefully we'll get our stuff together a little better next time. For now, though, we're just going to do a little bit of a double coverage. And when hopefully Fernando and Teddy finish up theirs, I'll reset the stream. We'll put the correct title up for Dirk and Jim. Hopefully I can get Chicken and Hunt back in here and call my daughter and go on home. So we'll figure that out. But he stuck himself a little bit behind the 5 ball. Can't get to the 3 very easy. Up top, that looks like Jim. Trying to decide whether to put the 6 on the side. It looks like that's what he's decided. Left himself pretty good position on the 7, but actually has a slice, and the Q's going to want to go straight into the 8 ball. Why he's pausing for a moment. Wow. Push the 8 right towards the corner and left the Q on the table. That was the best of both worlds there.
In front of me.
Jeez, we got a loud crew tonight in the outside of the booth. So I do apologize if any of that noise is bleeding in, but there's not much I can do about it. I want to say he called that cross corner, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. Oh, he's cutting it right in and scratching. That's going to be ball in hand, bring Dirk to the table. Unless Jim just concedes here, so we'll see what happens. It's like I was a concede. So 6-3. Back to table 4. Just missed the 4 ball. Bringing hopefully, I think, Teddy to the table. It's like Dirk's getting ready to break. Eight, all drop, 6 left on the table. Hell of a break. Going on in the party room tonight, that's for sure. Wow, nice cut. 2 ball into the corner. Made great position on the 3. Slow down, slow down. Yep, there you go. Yeah, unfortunately, I got the door all the way closed. There's only so much I can do. There was a way to shut off the passenger side microphone in the booth. I would do that, and that might help a little bit. But they are right outside the door, and they're storming the castle, so not much I can do. They're still at the table hitting the 5 ball. Nice little pull back to get to the 6. Probably going to go 2 reels with decent ball control to catch position on the 7. It's one of those things where if he sets it too low, then the voice cuts out for the broadcasters in the booth. If he sets it too high, then it starts picking up background noise. There's not really a happy medium. Where it's set right now seems to be just right because it's picking up my voice and whoever else is sitting in the booth correctly. It's just unfortunate where you have the outsides being so noisy. Table 4 is still. What do we got there? 5-3. It's plus possibly almost over, but Fernando would have to win to answer your question. Yeah, these are the crisp mics I'm talking on, of course. The crisps are the ones that are picking up the party room noise through the door that is closed and the foam insulation. Dirk missed. Like that was Fernando on table 4, so yep. Fernando's down for table 4, getting the 6 ball. Box that out. Yeah, that's Jim's going to take another point on table 8. Bringing the score of that one to 7-3. So this is Fernando at the table again, looking at the 6 ball. I think you might be right. I had hypothesized that earlier. That table 8 might finish before table 4 anyway, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it to shut down the stream and put Dirk and Jim back up as an in-progress match. That's what Bobby wants me to do, so we'll see. So it's Jim and Dirk up top. 7-3 is the current score. Looks like Dirk at the table, shooting at the 1-9 possibly. Sad but nice attempt. Bottom table, it's Eddie. Or is that Fernando? I think that's Fernando. That's definitely Fernando. Well, if he wins this one, then that match is over. And we will end the stream promptly. I will reset the titles. We'll come back with the Dirk and Jim game already in progress. And I will hopefully have Chicken and Bobby in the booth to broadcast that one. We will see what happens. That's Fernando on the bottom, trying to win the game 6-3. Oh boy. Your screen, that was Jim, I believe. No, that was Dirk playing safety or defensive anyway on the 1 ball. Teddy's at the table trying to make this 9 to stay in the game, though. Nice kick.
Interesting.
Well, gonna stop right in front of the side pocket, though. All right, Teddy goes to 4. Shot on the 1 on the side. Probably gonna go all the way up with a 2. Hey, excuse me. Feels like it's been a long day already. All right, well, there's the 2. What the heck just happened? Lights just went out for a second. That was weird. It's Teddy breaking on the bottom of your screen. Makes the golden 9, but that doesn't count in list. He's going to have to spot that. But he will stay at the table, is the rule, I believe. Yep. Miss the 2 on the top of your screen, bringing in Dirk. Pocket. Oh, stay. Yeah, he's got a good angle. Should be fine to get on the 4 ball. Sure, what was going on table 4 there? He might have had some issues with the point. I don't know. That should give ball in hand.
I like that. Not as an opponent, like an team.
And was seeking a little defense there by putting the cue behind the 8, but he left it out on the table, so Dirk's going to get a clean shot at the 5 ball. Did play it. Played it right on. That'll take, well, 4 balls to go. It's a foul on the bottom table, table 4 for Fernando. Teddy gets ball in hand. Still 9 on the table, though, so it might be a little while yet. Change this. Bobby confirmed that this was an 11 versus 12 match, so might as well fix that now. Down to follow through, left the 8 ball hanging, so Dirk's got a heck of an opportunity here to come in and take this one back. Himself a little bit of it wasn't as straight on as he probably would have liked, but that shouldn't be no problem. Oh, stayed out of the side pocket, brings claws a game back, 7-4. Table 4. Fernando pockets the 5, gets great position on the 6. Remember, he's on the hill here. If he can get these next 4 balls down, that game is over. That's good position on the side. They're getting ready to break, so we're back to the multicam. Fernando on the bottom of your screen, looking to get out 3 balls here to finish this match. Derek looking to claw his way back. He's down 7-4. Makes a ball in the pocket. It was the 3 ball. On the snap, rather. So he'll stay at the table. He's got to look at the 1. He just doesn't have a great shot to play it in anywhere. Meanwhile, Teddy's back at the table on their table 4 on the bottom of your screen. He's making a shot at the 7. You can get a little draw with the bridge. That would be helpful, but no, didn't. Did it defensively, nicely. I think he's got the 5 ball at least protecting the 1 on the top view. Looks that way. If Petty made the 8 ball there, sorry, wasn't paying attention. He made the 8 ball, left himself a cut shot on the 9. If he makes this, it goes hill.
I might get up to peek at my. My phone. For people just like.
If Fernando gets this one, it's over. Okay, I think that was Fernando at the table. It sure looks like it. Fernando wins 6-1 or 6-4. My bad. Teddy's a little frustrated, understandably so. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream as it stands, as instructed by the big man himself, Mr. Boom. We're going to restart with the right titles. You may have me in the booth. You may have Bobby and Chicken in the booth. We'll find out. Please do tune back in. We'll be right back.